Today we have practice 9-5. We're going to go over a couple of these problems, not the entire thing, but a few. Let's start with number 3, writing to explain. Let's go ahead and look through this one first. We have 60 people will be attending a dinner party. Each table at the party can seat 8 people. How many tables are needed? Write and solve the number fact you use to find the answer and explain your reasoning. So the first thing is we have 60 total people attending. 8 people are going to be at each table. Alright, so I just want you to picture in your mind the 60 people total and then the table spread throughout the room and 8 people at each. So in order to split a large number of people into groups of tables, that would be a division problem. Let's go ahead and move this over, and I'm going to do some work over here on the side. Let's take a look, and we have 60 divided into 8 groups. So we start with the first, and we're going to look at 60 here. 60, and we have our 8. And I'm asking myself how many 8s go into 60 without going over. Well, let's just think about it this way. We can count by 8s. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. And remember, I'm trying to go as far as I can without going over 60. Let's see, we'll go with 56. And then my next one would actually be 64. So just looking at these, I realize 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64 is too high. If you look right up here at 60. So 56 would be the closest. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means 7 times 8. So I'm going to put that up here, 7, and that is times 8, which is our divisor, gives us 56. Alright, and again, if you're not sure where I got that, I just counted down here. I counted 7 numbers. Alright, so we have 56 minus 60 minus 56 is 4. So I have my remainder is smaller than my divisor here, and there's nothing over here to bring down to keep dividing, so I've divided it as much as I possibly can. So if I look at it, I have 7, remainder 4. Now that's all well and good, and here's what I'm going to do, because the first part of this problem tells me to write a number sentence to start, or write and solve number fact. So let's do 60 divided by 8 equals 7, remainder 4. Now again, that's great, but that does not solve my problem, because the question says how many tables are needed. Well, 7 remainder 4 tables, that doesn't quite make sense. So if I have 7 tables needed, let's look at this. I have 7 needed, 4 people are left over. Well, we don't want those 4 people to stand up and not have a table. So what do you think we should do with those? Well, what I'm going to do with those people is I'm going to make an extra table. So technically, I need 8 tables left over. All right? And to explain my reasoning, I might say that I need 8 because 7 times 8 equals 56, and then 4 people are left over without a table. So I need 1 more table in order to make 8 total tables. Okay, let's look at number 4. In a parking lot, some cars have 1 spare tire and others have no spare tires. Altogether, there are 43 tires and 9 cars. How many cars have a spare tire? Okay, so I've drawn out the 9 cars as a picture so you can see what happens, and then I'll show you with a number sentence to see how the shortcut could happen, as far as not having to draw the picture each time. Now what I've drawn, I've drawn the 9 cars. I'll write that down as we go. I have 9 cars, and each car we know has 4 tires. All right? So 9 times 3 is going to be 36. But the problem says that we have 42. I'm sorry, not 42. 40. Oh, let's go ahead and erase that. We have 43 total tires. So if we have 36 on these all, we need to figure out how many of them might have a spare tire. A spare tire is if your car breaks down, you need an extra tire. So we're going to subtract 36 already that we see up here. There are 36 already here. So subtract 43 minus 36. We would have 7 tires left over to put on the back. So here, watch my drawing here. As an answer, that doesn't make sense as far as 7 left over. So we need to figure out, the question says how many have spare tires is the question. So if we go to our picture up here, if we have 7 left over, let's just start putting a spare tire on the back of each car. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 there. Now we can answer our question that says, it says how many cars have a spare tire. Well, 9 times 4 equals 36, and 43 minus 36 equals 7. So 7 cars have spare tires, and 2 of the cars don't have a spare tire. So if they're an emergency and they need an extra tire, they're going to have to call, it looks like AAA, to come out and get them. So hopefully that will help, and that now you understand what it looks like as a picture and you understand the problem a little bit more. Until next time, bye-bye.